Hey you guys, what is going on? It's Cabs here. And if you don't know me already, I am a streamer over on Twitch where I primarily play Ark Survival Evolved, and I also do a little bit of YouTube on the side. I just wrapped up Monarchy Season 4.5, and much like many of you, I am so excited for Ark Ascended. But if you are also like me, things can get a little messy. There's been a lot of Ark news out there. Ark is already a complicated game to begin with, but now we have all these updates coming out for ASA, and today we have a release date. As of today, we have the release date, which is today. So buckle up. I'm just going to run through some of the things that I think you need to know bare minimum before this game releases, which if you're wondering, I think it'll be releasing at about 8 p.m. Eastern. That's what I've heard through the grapevine, but who knows? Let's get started. So the first thing I think you need to be aware of that, honestly, if you haven't heard this yet, I'm actually kind of surprised, is the update to Unreal Engine 5. What this means, if you're not very techie like I am, is one, Ark is using a different, or Wildcard I should say, is using a different engine, so to speak, to run their game, meaning it's going to look a lot more polished. It's going to have a much newer feel. It's going to look like it came out in 2023 versus 2015. In addition to all of that, there's going to be new gameplay items, lots of revamps, and if you're a content creator like I am, a super tricked out photo mode, which I'm personally excited about. If you're interested in hearing more about the Unreal Engine 5 updates, I will link the community crunch for you to go check that out. So another thing I think you need to be aware of is that the maps are going to be re-releasing in the order of their original release. What this means is that the island will be the first map available to play when ASA drops. Unfortunately, this also means a lot of the tech and fancier stuff that came out with the later maps will unfortunately not be available for the island. So no wyverns, no tech variants, no cryopods. There are always mods to add things like that in. That being said, if you're going to play the base game in its vanilla form, you will only have what is available on the original form of the island. They will be re-releasing the maps as time goes on, like they did when the game first released, but starting out, we will only have access to the new shiny island. In addition to that, caves are also going to have a new, shinier feel to them as well. If you can't tell already, I think everything is going to be pretty new and shiny. But caves have always been a bit of a pain point for a lot of Ark players because of their dim lighting and just they don't look that cool once you get inside them. And I think it was a really missed opportunity that now Studio Wildcard are capitalizing on with this update for the cave's internal appearance. They've done some slight touch-ups here and there, but they're not changing too much other than the general appearance as to not change the meta of the choke points, etc., etc. Basically, they're going to run the same way, they're just going to look nicer. Another thing for my Survival of the Fittest players is that unfortunately they will not be releasing the new and updated SOTF yet. I think they're working on it, but it will not be released when ASA launches. Lastly, there are just some fancier, more complex changes that you might want to be aware of. One thing to be super aware of, actually, is they disabled leveling of movement speed. You can turn this on in the settings in your unofficial servers, and my best guess is that a lot of unofficial servers will have movement speed turned on. But if you're an official player and are looking to get back into that game, movement speed, you will not be able to increase it. So, another more, I would say, complex change is they are slightly changing how mutations work. There's still a cap at 255 mutations on official. That being said, rather than doing the mutation multiplier based off of the wild stats, they're basing it off of something else. And honestly, mutations are a little up in the air with me, so I'm not really sure how to better explain that. But something to be aware of is that creatures will have slight buffs and nerfs that may be different from their ASC counterparts, and I think Wildcard will be working to rebalance those as the buffs and nerfs are discovered. Lastly, there is a bounty program for ASA that is back again. I was not playing Ark when the bounty program was originally released, but from what I can tell, it is a reward system rewarding people for calling out cheaters and letting Studio Wildcard know so they can ban them off the platform, which honestly, love that. Who likes cheaters? And that is it for just the bare minimum general updates. There are much more in-depth videos out there you can check out. That is not this video, but I hope you enjoyed. Just some reminders before you leave me and go off to other YouTube videos. I do stream on Twitch, usually Wednesday through Saturday, and we will be running a PvE community server. So if that is something you're interested, we would love to have you over there. Please just come check me out on Twitch. And if you catch me live, I can say more there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed this video, I would really, really appreciate a like, subscribe, comment. Tell me how annoying you find me or how cool you find me. Actually, don't say if you find me annoying. Just lie to me. I'm kind of okay with that at this point in my life. But we do have a Discord if you'd like to come hang out with us there. And like I said, my primary platform is Twitch. So if you want to come check me out over on Twitch, I stream usually Wednesday through Saturday. But if you want to hop in Discord, I'm a little better with stream uptime or updates there. So thank you so much again for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.